How to initialize a structure variable? How to initialize a structure variable? In C language support multiple way to initialize a structure variable. You can use any of the initialization method to initialize your structure. For example, you can use initialize using dot operator, using dot operator, initializing using dot operator, value initialize structure variable, structure variable, variant of, third one is variant of value initialize structure variable. So, we know that we can use any of them. In this example, we have taken a structure name is student. Suppose I want to initialize those value member of this value by using first initialize dot operator, or you can use arrow operator to initialize or access a member of a structure. So, first how can I use initialize using dot operator? First one we can use, for example, name of the structure is student dot, for example, the first field registration number, it is a integer. So, registration number for example 101, we can do in this way. For example, roll number, so student dot roll number, for example 01. We can give some name also, for example name student dot name equal to, for example, Pankaj. So, by using dot operator, so dot operator is placed in between the name of the structure and name of the structure member. So, name of the structure and name of the structure member. So, in this way you can initialize using dot operator. Second one is we can initialize the value of a structure variable student, second way initialization struct struct, then name of the student, structure name student equal to what is the name of the variable? For example, name of the variable is S1. So, struct structure name, then name of the variable structure variable, then we have to assign the value according to our field, the order of the field in which we have declared. The first field is, so first field registration number, so first field is integer, second is roll number, for example 01, third one is name, for example Pankaj, fourth one is branch, for example CSC, comma, fifth one is semester, for example 2 second semester, third one is floor, total marks, for example 450.5, then semicolon. This is the initialize structure variable. By using structure variable we can initialize the value of the variable, but in this way we have to remember that, we have to keep that in mind, that whenever we want to initialize the value of the variable or structure member, in order they are declared, we have to maintain match the order in which the structure member are declared. So, another way initialization is variant, third one, variant of value initialize structure variable, the third approach, where you can write the name of the student, for example struct, then student equal to opening second bracket, then will, for example dot registration number, (101), comma, for example name Pankaj, comma, for example semester, second. So, in this way we can declare all of the variable structure member, or we can initialize the value of the variable dot followed by name of the structure field. So, here the order is not a matter. So, in first approach we have seen that we have declared by using dot operator. This is my first approach. We can initialize the structure variable structure, initialize the value of the structure member. Second way we can declare by using structure variable, but in this regard we have to put the value or initialize the value in the order in which the structure member is declared. But third way we have to see that we can see that the order is not a matter. We have to just assign the particular member value by using dot followed by the member field name, or you can say structure element name, we can do it in such a way. So, after that we will use at the end semicolon. So, if I want I have to complete all the field, I have to complete all the field, at the end we have to put the second bracket and then semicolon. So, in three way we can initialize a structure variable. So far we have covered what is structure, how to declare a structure, how to initialize structure variable, and how to access the structure member or element, each of the member we have seen so far. Now, I am going to discuss what is the difference between the local declaration and global declaration. So, what type of structure we should call when we declare local, and what type of structure we should call when we declare as a global. A structure definition common to all is called global structure, and a structure definition specific to a function is called local structure. Let us take an example. Int main. Within this function, main function, suppose I have take the name of the structure is local, followed by two parameter, two structure member, one is integer a, another is for example integer b. So, I have taken two member, and I have just written after that struct local, name of the variable is L. I have closed the main function. Then I have taken another function called, for example, check. Name of the function is check. Within this function I want to access this variable. I want to declare the structure variable, for example, local, for example, L. So, in this example I have taken a structure, name of the structure is called local. So, this is the name of the structure and the structure is defined within a function. Structure is defined within a function. Okay. So, that function is called local structure. That structure is called local structure. So, local means defined inside a function. So, local structure mean defined within a function. Here, if I want to initialize the structure variable or if I want to declare the structure variable, that is accessible, because this structure is belongs to local to this function. So, we can access or we can declare the structure variable within this function only. So, this statement is right, but in the other function, in check function, if I want to declare the structure variable, it is not accessible. So, that means it is wrong. Why? Because the scope of this structure is local to this function. Just compare with the local variable and global variable. Local variable scope is within the function and global variable is accessible all the function. So, now what has been the global declaration of a structure? If I declare this structure struct, name of the structure, for example, global. So, I am taking the same example, integer a comma b, then semicolon, this is my structure end, then int main. Within this main function, now I want to declare the structure variable struct global. You know, this is the data type. In case of user defined data type, there are two word, struct, then global, then name of the variable. For example, name of the structure variable is J. So, it is accessible. It is accessible. Even if I take the same function, for example, void check, this is the name of the function, and within this function, if I want to declare the structure variable struct global z, that is also accessible. So, that is, it is accessible, it is also acceptable, it is also acceptable, it is also acceptable. So, we have seen that this type of declaration just outside a function is called global declaration, and if I want to declare a structure within a function, that function is called local structure declaration. So, that is the difference between the local declaration of a structure and global declaration structure. Local declaration of a structure means if I declare a structure within a function, that structure is specific to the particular function. But if I declare a structure common to all the function, so that means globally, so we can access from anywhere of the in this function present in this file. So in this example, this is the declaration of global structure, and so we can access this, or we can declare the structure variable in main function also the check function. But look at this, in this case we can only declare the structure variable within the main function. Outside of the main function we cannot declare it. It is an error. So no such method or no such symbol has been found, we will get an error. So we have another kind of structure. If I declare a structure within a structure, then it is called embedded structure. So the next topic is embedded structure declaration. A structure within structure is called embedded structure, just like a nested loop, nested for loop, or nested if else. Within an if else, if I declare another if else, is called nested if else. Within a for loop, if I declare another for loop, that is called nested for loop. So like if I declare a structure within a structure, then it is called embedded structure. This declaration may take one of the two cases. It may be one of the two cases. First one is, a structure may completely define within other structure, or second case is, there may be separate structure, the embedded structure may define first and the other structure declare next. So there are two ways we can declare embedded structure. First one is, when you will take an example, it will more clear to you, you can understand. So for this we consider a simple example. Suppose I have a structure for name is employee, so I can write struct struct employee. With an employee, suppose we have a one of the field is called employee code. Name of the employee, that is care name. For example, size is 30 for the character array, and float salary. Then we have take another field or another structure member, which is a structure, just like struct, for example date, name of the structure is date, and this is the variable, structure variable date of birth. This is my structure declaration, this is my first structure, and struct date int, for example day, int month, int year. This structure is called embedded structure. this structure is called embedded structure. Here in the first field, in first structure, as a member, structure date, and we have declared this structure outside of this structure. Okay. But you have to remember that if I want to use struct date in any structure, then we have to declare the embedded structure first. So, that means we have to first declare this structure. After that, we have to declare the second employee structure. First, we have to declare the date structure, then we have to declare the employee structure. So that we can use this struct date of birth in our structure field. Okay. So, this type of structure is called embedded structure. So, this is the first approach how to declare a embedded structure. Or we can declare the whole structure within another structure. So, struct employee, then we can use int employee code, same thing, name, care name, that is 30, float, salary, then we can declare the structure struct date. Within this we can declare int day, int month, int year, then we can declare date of birth. So, if I declare structure within a structure, that is called embedded structure. So, there are two approaches to declare embedded structure. First one, so we can declare structure. This is my we can think as a first procedure. So, if I completely declare within a structure is one of the procedure. Another procedure is there may be separate structure declaration. The embedded structure, this is my embedded structure, that has to be declared the first. After that we can declare the main structure where we want to embed it the structure field. Okay. So, this is called embedded structure declaration.